Welcome to Fire Team Chat, IGN's Destiny show. We're not using the word podcast anymore on this show.
Okay, all right.
All right.
The number one podcast show.
Podcast.
That's it. I am Jose Otero. I'm an associate editor here. I am joined once again by Destin Liguri.
Hey, everybody.
And Alfredo Diaz.
Hello.
You're both video producers, right? I could say your job titles.
I'm a producer.
My job title is a
producer.
secret. No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say.
You're a
right.
producer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And we're here once
Destin.
again.
I thought we were
I didn't know.
we were pals,
well, you're
friends.
on screen so much, I thought you might be like on-screen talent.
Talent.
You know?
I do many things.
They
which
hand
aren't-
out titles like
which,
candy.
which aren't listed on my title. Yeah.
All right, so we're here to talk about Destiny once again, but we always start the same way every time. What did you do this week? What was the coolest thing you did in Destiny this week?
I'm going to stop everything right now.
Okay.
There's no heavy ammo synthesis sold this week from Xur.
Yeah.
It's a damn crime.
How many weeks is that in a row?
That's
3?
like 6-7 weeks in a
6?
row.
Wow.
Like,
Why
Bungie,
not?
do you think this is a game? Fix this.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's really like,
No,
come on,
I'm down to
man.
like 14.
How long has it been? Wait, how
It's
many
been like
weeks?
6-7 weeks.
Wow.
No, it's been like 3 or
No,
4.
it's been that long.
So,
Wow.
It's been
but
really
before
long.
we go into what we did this week, because this is clearly worth talking about, I was talking to some friends who were playing the game, and maybe you guys have heard this as well. Is the official explanation that Xur is randomized? Like Xur is driven by AI or an algorithm? Or is it
Xur-
a human? Because either answer is unacceptable to me.
Yo, let's go. Let's get DJ on the horn, right?
Yeah. So I've heard both. They can manipulate it so that he has a certain weapon on a certain week because they made him stay longer that one time, right? Mm-hmm. So I believe, don't quote me on this, I can't say definitively, but I believe that they can manipulate him, but usually it's randomized. For example, there was a ton of complaints about getting only new weapons in No Land Beyond and everything. I bet somebody took that off the menu, so to speak. Or like
They
when he
need
had
to manipulate a damn heavy ammo synthesis into my vault. That's what they need to do. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Sorry.
All right,
they-
all right. No,
yeah.
this is fair, but I feel like the frustrations with Xur were compounding week to week. This week, less frustration because he's selling Icebreaker again.
I got
which-
Icebreaker on my
yeah.
Xbox character, which is great. That's a must-have sniper rifle.
It is a must-have. so,
Yeah, it's a solid PvE sniper
Yeah.
rifle. Don't use it during PvP.
No. But
Yeah.
if you need an exotic, you need that weapon. Buy it.
Well, and over
Yeah,
a
it's
million people.
buy.
Yeah.
You use
exactly.
it in every part of the raid, both raids, or not every part, but you use
Black
it for
Hammer
both
has
raids.
some, like, and whenever you're going up against an enemy that stays still, the
Yeah.
Black Hammer is really good too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so I'm running a low-level character that doesn't have Black Hammer. To get Black Hammer, you need Icebreaker.
Yeah, it really
'Cause
helps.
You know.
It helps. You know, I mean, you don't need it, but it helps.
Buy it.
I guess
Yeah.
you could have
Get
a
it.
legendary.
Buy it right now.
Yeah. Buy
Why
it.
are you listening to this podcast? Go buy Icebreaker.
Take a
from
break.
Xur.
Pause the podcast.
Yeah.
Go buy an Icebreaker.
Come back. So is that the coolest thing you did this week?
Actually, so I've been trying to collect exotics. So every week during the reset, I brought my PlayStation 4 to our Coco meeting.
Yeah, we went.
Yeah.
Yeah, the offsite conference that we had.
Was he the only one who did that?
Of course, he was the
I'm
only one. Who
the only
did
one that
that
brought a PS4. But other
I
people...
go into his hotel room. He's sitting there, laying down, sitting back, playing Destiny, and I'm like, Destin, this is a very sad sight, bro. Like, you gotta let go.
Everyone's at the party downstairs.
No,
what are
and
you
then
doing?
the second day, like, yeah, everyone was out, like, you know, enjoying themselves, and then Destin's like, oh, no, I'm gonna go back. and
No,
do Crota
I called
and-
my girlfriend, and then I was tired, so I played Destiny until 2 a.m.
I was out till
You guys
2:30.
want to hear
I
my
was
story
out-
about
we
what I
need
got or
it.
not?
We need an intervention.
We
like-
might need a staged intervention because I was out to 2:30 doing things. I wasn't up playing Destiny during the content conference. Is all I'm saying.
I just didn't
I
feel
love
like
you.
going out to drink. That's all.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. It's a family show.
We hung
Bronze
out. We hung out all
PlayStation.
day. We hung out all day, and we had the
Destin needed his me time.
cocktails. We had cocktails afterwards, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't drink as much as I used
It's like,
to.
man,
so
I should get Crota done right now.
Yeah.
So I went and killed Crota.
Did you kill
3
Crota?
times.
Wow.
I did Swordbearer for the first time.
And you guys say I
Yeah.
play Destiny too much.
All right. So you got Swordbearer first time.
Yeah,
Talk about it.
And it was great. I almost downed him the first time, but on the last hit when he was enraged, the sword disappears like mid-swing, and it just goes away, and that's it. We wipe. So yeah.
Damn.
But then we ran it again
Did you
like 2
record
more
it?
times. Yeah, I put it up.
Oh.
Or no, it's recorded on the PS4 at work.
Okay.
But yeah, so that happened. And I got a lot of the exotics I needed. I got Might of Multi-Tool.
Nice.
I got Fourth Horseman.
Nice.
I can't remember what else I got, but I got pretty much every weapon I needed except Hawkmoon, Suros, and the
Hawkmoon.
Crux. I need 3
Hawkmoon.
weapons in the game, and I have everything.
I'm popping my
You have
magic
Hawkmoon.
collar because Hawkmoon. It's a thing.
It was crazy though. Like Mida dropped, and then Fourth Horseman dropped. I was like, wow.
It was like Christmas.
And then I got my helmet for my Hunter.
Oh yeah, you told me that was
Yeah.
the last.
I got my helmet for my Titan.
Finally.
Still no Warlock Titan helmet, which I want.
Warlock.
it'll
Titan.
happen eventually, maybe.
That was the
Yeah.
coolest thing you did this week.
Nothing.
What?
I mean, I did ran the Nightfall 3 times. Got absolutely nothing good at all.
I got
ran,
helmet same 14 from the Nightfall.
This guy.
I had a crazy week.
That's how I got
ran-
Hawkmoon.
I
I got
ran-
Hawkmoon from the Nightfall a week ago.
Yeah.
I ran
2 weeks ago.
I ran Crota with like my Twitch subs.
Okay.
I
that go?
wanted the Red Death. I wanted the machine gun. They all got it. So
That's fine.
Wait, you're talking about the hard mode AR or something else?
no, I still don't have either. I don't have the correct measure machine gun from Vault of Glass, and I don't have the the Ear Yut machine gun.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
From-
Fang of
you
Ear
have
Yut.
to run it on normal to get
Yeah, I was running
special and
yeah.
heavy.
That's. I mean, that's what people are assuming, right?
Yeah.
Because we ran a
I've
bunch of
never
hard
got-
mode,
yeah.
and I haven't seen any of the special or heavy drops.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was hunting a Red Death and stuff, and I got nothing. Like, I got nothing but shards during my runs.
Yeah.
But I was really getting bored with Destiny, and I still am. But I realized this because I was playing with a couple of Twitch streamers out there. Shout out to T-Rex and Triple Rec. Those guys are awesome.
What?
Anyways, we'll have them on the show eventually. But I realized Destiny is still fun if you play with the right people. Yeah.
That's the only reason I
So,
do
like,
it.
yeah, so I started playing with my followers and my subs every night, and I was like, all right, like let's just hang out and just do stuff on Destiny. Sure.
Okay.
But
So
nothing good.
I had deep conversations about Destiny this week, but I didn't play much this week. Last week, I went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
This week, I logged in to buy Icebreaker because I have not
Because
been
you're
one of the
supposed
four. Yeah, you're supposed to. You're supposed to do it right now. I had last time Zura came around with Icebreaker, I may have listened to some advice to buy The Last Word and didn't have the coins.
You
to follow
bought?
it. No, remember
okay.
last time I was
Yeah.
upset because I was like, damn, we didn't know like Icebreaker would be there.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to know. Like that's the risk you take when you spend the coins, right? Especially if you haven't been accumulating a lot of coins. You guys are in just different position than me because you have a lot of coins because you practically have almost every exotic in the
Well,
game.
stuff comes, and we're like, we don't
Everything
need that.
except
So,
Hawkmoon. But sorry, I'm gonna
Hawkmoon, Crux, and what was the other one? Suros.
All right, but no, I did log in and I bought it with both characters. So on Xbox One, I now have that sniper, and I was
Wait, you
desperate.
bought 2 instead of just switching?
Yeah, no, I don't roll multiple characters on both games. I have just different pools
Got
of friends
it,
I play
got it.
with, so I only
yeah.
roll one character
I understand
per.
what you mean.
It's a hard life, like let me tell you, because it's fun because I can like pick and choose between the groups I play with, and it's always a good time. Like I feel like Destiny, the most understated element of it is its social sort of
Yes.
component, like how much fun you have with friends and the fun things that happen while you're playing. Even when the game breaks, you kind of laugh at what sort of the encounter and whatnot.
I think the friend thing is why people keep playing it.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure, for sure. But just to wrap it up, so I have now a capable sniper rifle finally on Xbox One because I didn't have one in Icebreaker.
Good.
And then on PS4, I have Black Hammer, I have Patience and Time. Icebreaker is just a nice thing to have, just because you don't ever have to worry about ammo.
Yeah.
Like, I will
Yeah.
like that's
It's
best
very, very useful in a
quality.
handful of encounters.
Too much recoil though, I will say that. Like
That's
I
why-
like Black
yeah.
Hammer because I could just if something stays still, just pop pop pop.
Yeah.
Get
I mean,
that
that's why the Icebreaker is such a good PvE weapon
So I
because you can
actually-
regen ammo, but in PvP it's not really viable because
Yeah.
the scope and there's so much recoil.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a great conversation topic for a different podcast
Oh.
episode,
Yeah, no.
which I have saved.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Somebody sent that in.
Got it.
And we'll
Well,
talk
I'm
about it later.
glad you brought that
Yeah.
up because people have been sending a lot of topics in, a lot of feedback in, a
Yeah.
lot of questions in.
I responded to all 375 emails I hadn't responded to
Yeah,
yet,
can we give
or
Destin a
whatever.
round of applause for that?
So, thank you guys.
Yeah, of course.
If you received an email from me, thank you for sending an email.
Yeah.
And just letting us know your thoughts. You can do that if you want to. It's destiny@ign.com.
That's right.
And I assure you I read every email that comes in, and I try and respond to them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you guys know I can't. I literally answer all those questions like 8 hours every
Yeah.
night on stream.
Yeah.
Thank you, Destin.
Yeah, no,
you for taking that over.
I appreciate it too. I glance every once in a while to see what the feedback is, but I don't try to answer every email, especially because I'm also balancing NVC's inbox, which also fills up a lot.
I understand,
so
man.
like,
you have 2 podcasts you're trying to manage.
Hard living.
That's why we distribute the workload.
But you guys who did write in, thank you so much. And in fact, Destin compiled some topics for this week's show, so we're gonna go through them.
Based from
First
our
one's
readers.
from Jonathan. Do you want to read it?
Yeah. What are your Destiny predictions for 2015? So this is ambitious, first of all, in my opinion, because it's just I feel like the game's still too new to go really far yet. So I'm curious to hear how you guys feel about Destiny in terms of predictions for 2015. Because I just feel like there's this huge wall between anything we say and what could potentially be gleaned, like from like there's not enough experience in my opinion. There's been one expansion, the game launched. There's been one PvE sort of event in Queen's Bounty.
Oh, PvE,
and there have been multiple PvP events in Iron Banner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I know they have like the doubles or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Talk about that real quick.
I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's like
It's a 2v2 playlist.
yeah, it's 2v2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Predictions.
You want me to start?
Yeah. Why
Okay.
not?
My predictions for 2015. Something big is coming at E3. I don't know what it's going to be. I know we're going to get House of Wolves just before that. And I think there's going to be a Destiny-centric announcement at E3.
Is it comet-shaped?
I don't think it's comet-shaped because Urk tweeted out like this really cheeky memento slide where he writes on the back, a memento like meme sort of thing.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the
he
reference,
writes,
don't believe
don't
his
believe
lies.
the slide. And I'm like, okay, I mean, he's either saying those dates are wrong or that it's total BS.
So
I don't think Comet's actually going to be a thing.
no, I think there is a big update in September. Maybe it's not called Comet, but there isn't a big update for what was Destiny's release date again? It wasn't.
It was in September.
Yeah, it was a September game.
Yeah.
I think for the
1 year.
Yeah, for close to the 1 year, there's going to be something cool. Also, I mean, I mean, this isn't a prediction per se, but it's a definite like something's getting said on Bungie Day. July 7th. Bungie always like does something with its community or tries to say something. I feel like that's a good opportunity for them, especially with like the community outreach that they go for and for the incentives and ways to get people excited about games. So who knows? But I think you're right that E3 is definitely something gets said about Destiny because you don't just not say anything about it.
A big reveal about like what we're going to be doing for the next 6 months.
But is it at the PlayStation conference? Does it show up instead at the Xbox media?
That doesn't really matter because it's cross-platform.
It is.
I don't think it's going to... Well, it does matter if it's exclusive, but I think it'll be exactly like it is now, where like, oh, PlayStation players get a nice hat and Xbox players don't. Because like, really, what?
Hawkmoon is not a nice hat.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
All right.
Hawkmoon's really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not going to impact gameplay because Hawkmoon's pretty much a little bit better version of Last Word.
Okay.
You know, so there's something comparable on Xbox to the PlayStation exclusive. Is all I'm saying.
Okay. I like it though. Putting the bet on E3 is I think a smart bet. What do you think?
Honestly, Destiny isn't even on my radar for that far along. Like,
What is it?
So you're thinking no announcements.
No, I'm thinking there's going to be announcements, and I'm thinking that they are going to have things to extend the game's length in 2015. But like, I don't see myself
extending your player time.
Yeah, like
in
I don't.
2015.
Something's gonna get you. There's got to be something coming. House of
I mean,
Wolves.
if there's a raid, yeah, but we're talking about 2015. Like, how much longer can I keep? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure. If there's a new raid or there's a new like big event type thing, like I'm not gonna come back for the Iron Banner, like, you know. But if there's something like on a larger scale in 2015,
you'll come check it out.
I'll check it out,
and then you'll bounce,
and then I'll dip. Like,
yeah.
I'm already looking forward to other games like Rainbow Six and Halo 5.
Rainbow Six.
Like,
God, that's going to be
Rainbow
good.
Six is going to be my life once that drops.
I think that's a different conversation.
No, but this is actually a very relevant conversation because, I mean, for Destiny to stay relevant, they've got to offer up something that's going to keep them in people's, like, rotation, you know? Like, the fact that new games are on the way makes the next big update for Destiny a major thing. And we're not talking House of Wolves level like DLC or even Dark Below for all of its what they tried and what didn't work and what did work. And that you look at, like, there are other games coming out, so they have to have something that can compete. And that's why I firmly believe, like, if it ain't called Comet fine. It's not
Yeah.
called Comet, but something big has to come along if this is going to be something that they want to keep alive for longer than the typical cycle.
So, Alfredo, your prediction's almost like they're going to run into a lot of trouble leading into their 1 year.
I think so. Like,
Yeah.
I think a major part of the reason why I still play Destiny is because of the fact that like there's not really any other game I can turn to right now. You know, for me it was gonna be, I was playing a lot of Destiny. I was like, all right, cool, Master Chief Collection is gonna come out. I'm gonna play MCC. Like that's gonna be my new. And then that game was broken.
Yeah.
So I went back to
there were
Destiny.
some challenges.
You know,
The order's coming. I know that's not going to be a big one, but for PlayStation 4 users, they're going to hop off and start checking that out.
Does
like,
Evolve
and then
have you
Rainbow
too?
Six.
So yeah,
Evolve's out right
Evolve
now.
just dropped, and
a lot of people have bounced from Destiny to go play Evolve.
Yeah, and Evolve's an awesome game.
Yeah.
But I worry about. I mean, this is a whole different conversation. But I worry about like how long that game's gonna last. But my thing with Evolve is just like, I mean, like that just showed me that like I am looking for something else to play.
Yeah.
Like that is, I'm constantly right now. I'm just like out to mingle with other games.
So I missed. This is partially related. I'm not trying to go on a tangent. I missed last week's discussion where you guys talked about the Q2 potential Q2 for House of Wolves. Did you guys sort of? I didn't.
We pretty much said that's
apologize.
really bad. That's really scary.
So
I think it's actually really good. And I know this is going to suck because there's someone on the end of this going, "Why would you say that?" I am saying that because, and this has been said, but I firmly believe that Destiny cannot afford another Dark Below. It cannot afford another expansion to come out that doesn't have a substantial enough hook to keep players going until the next thing. And if delaying it to Q2, even if it was or wasn't a delay, let's start out. Let's just say it's coming out in Q2. I don't want to use the word delay because we don't even know when it was supposed to come out.
Yeah.
If Q2 as a release window makes sense to make that possible, I'll take it. I'll take it only because when I come back to something, it needs to be substantial to a degree. And I'm not talking like the next big expansion. I just mean something that's going to keep me playing until, if Comet's a thing or not a thing, whatever is replaced that name, I need something to hold me until then. And if holding this to Q2 helps that become that, I'll take it.
There's also a bar of quality they need to hit with this release.
Yeah, 100%. I think going back to that topic, when I was streaming, my chat actually made a really good analysis of this, and they were like, hey, yeah, we get it sooner, we want it sooner, but that just means there's a longer gap between that September content.
Well, also, no, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, sure, it's like we want it in March, but it's like, how much longer of a wait do we have after that? And I was like, wow, like that's actually true. So
and I think it's twofold, right? Because it's also just that it can't be like Dark Below did not set the world on fire, like it didn't.
When did it launch?
Also,
December?
like even. It was a December launch, and I remember listening to some commentaries from you. You were really disappointed. Story missions were short. The strikes didn't feel really substantially done. It was reusing a lot of areas.
Yeah.
I feel there wasn't enough loot to really keep you going too. Like that's been the constant problem with Destiny is the amount of loot.
Well, the gear, the stuff you wear is good. The weapons aren't.
The weapons aren't great. I think in 2015, like if they really want to, get that second gust of wind, like bring us content that has some depth. Give us a story that everyone's been wanting. I feel like that could be something that really brings people in.
Okay.
Let's move to topic 3, Jose, actually,
all right.
And then we'll come back because the other one will be shorter, I think.
Got it. All right, so then topic 3.
Yeah.
And
we're
comes
also,
from Liam.
Yeah. Thank you, Liam, for sending in your question.
Yeah, and he asked, would you still play if there was a monthly fee? So I need some clarity here.
There's a drop-off with subscription-based games.
Okay, but I need clarity here.
Okay.
Does a monthly fee mean that Destiny, he's not saying Destiny would be free to play and you're just paying a monthly fee to keep playing, or you're paying for the game and you're paying for a monthly fee?
Like Final Fantasy 14 or Star Wars when it launched, or World of Warcraft. You buy the game and then you pay a $12.95 or $13 or $14.95 subscription fee per month. That's a pretty common rate for like Final Fantasy 14, etc. So, but had Destiny launched with that, would you still be playing, or would you have canceled your subscription?
Well, if I know then what I know now, no. There's just not
Final
enough.
Fantasy can afford to do that because they have a lot of content.
There's just a lot more to do. There's a lot more spaces to play in. There's a lot more weapons or armor or what have you. And in Destiny's case, I mean, part of me wonders if the more relevant question is if it were free to play, would I still be playing? And I don't.
It is free to play.
Well, I mean, in the sense of that I didn't have to buy it. Like, in other words, I didn't drop
Oh,
$60
like they just give it to you for
a
free?
game.
That'd be dumb. Like, that would never happen.
Well,
I
don't know. I mean, then it would have to switch to like some kind of microtransaction setup, and that's another relevant question. Like, what happens if Destiny, like so many other games, where I've seen this in some racing games. I don't know if I've seen it in FPS. I might be forgetting, and maybe PlanetSide is also another indicator of this because that's a free-to-play shooter style, like big world. You can pay to get around or buy certain weapons, almost like a pay-to-win mentality.
That would be the dumbest thing to ever come to Destiny.
Like if you could buy Gjallarhorn for $5,
that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I think it's not dumb on their part. I understand people would spend money on your game and you do it, but it's just such a scummy practice that I don't like.
No, it's not even that. Like, what is the thing that brings us back week after week to play Destiny? Is trying to get loot. Like, if I can just buy all the stuff, like, sure, you do get, like, my money up front, and maybe that's good for you, but, like, you're not going to keep me coming back. Like, that's the only reason why we come back is for the armor, is for the loot, is for that chance of maybe getting it this week. Like,
well, and everything that happens in between that quest for the thing you want.
Like, okay, like if they do want to do microtransactions, I don't completely disagree with that in the sense that like you have to do it the right way, right? Look at Counter-Strike; it's just weapon skins, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think that microtransactions are acceptable if it's something that leverages like the gameplay itself.
Like you can buy a Gjallarhorn for $4.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, or like you can buy.
$2.99,
They probably wouldn't do that. They'd probably do like exotic weapon engrams that you can buy for $4.99 and maybe get a Gjallarhorn. That's how they do it. It'd be like freaking Hearthstone where you buy the card packs.
Yeah.
And maybe you can get something cool.
Well, I just want to throw a reminder out to listeners right now. Yeah, to listeners right now. This is all in a hypothetical. Like, this is just us speculating and wondering.
It's
this
Liam's
is almost
fault.
more.
It's Liam's fault,
I don't want to blame Liam for this.
Yeah.
I don't want to blame Liam for this, but I do want to say that these are sort of our fears for like what, when you play with the pricing model for Destiny. It's true. We don't pay a monthly fee, and we're getting. Think about how many hours of enjoyment you've gotten out of the game, and you didn't pay anything extra but $60. Like that, to a big company, that's a steal, right? Like the amount of there are other examples. Skyrim is another example of that. A lot of the Call of Duties are another example of that, where, well, maybe not Call of Duty because you're paying for map packs.
You know what's a steal on their end? They didn't put out a game that has a story.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, you could swing things all over the place.
Sure, you could. And there's story missing from Destiny. There's definitely like a certain
like a lot of
parts
people
of
felt
weapons
like
and armor.
They
and
spent $60, but they didn't get the game that they should have got.
Yeah,
And
Or that was advertised.
Yeah, like, and I totally hear them out. Like, it makes a lot of their statements make sense.
Okay.
So I feel like if microtransactions were to come, then have it be like, oh, I can.
They have to be done right.
Yeah.
It has to be like skins. Same way, like I think League of Legends or Dota does that.
Yeah, like League of Legends and Dota, you could just like I know for Dota because Mitch plays it next to me all the time. Like
we played Smite.
Yeah,
it's like
purely
different
cosmetic,
skins, and they look awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like if I could buy cool Gjallarhorn skins, sure, I'll dump something in there.
Yeah, but if you buy a Gjallarhorn, that's a problem. The minute you find a way to go around this RNG loop that you've set up,
like I'm hunting the Red Death.
Problem.
If I have that's another step into like me not playing the game anymore because it's like, all right, I'm almost complete now. Like,
okay.
Speaking of breaking the game, Anthony Emma.
Yeah.
And Wilson had something that I added to this question. So the first question is from Anthony Emma, and it is, would a sharing or trading system break the game? I think yes, 100%.
Yes.
It never should be added. I see it constantly discussed. Oh, how my friend got his third Gjallarhorn. I want him to trade it to me. No, that would ruin the game. You would have been done with it in 20 hours.
But does it? I'm going to push back a little bit.
And it takes away the fun and the feeling when you actually get what you want. It's exciting.
Sure. I just want to push back a little bit. Does it break the game because it's a bad idea, or does it break the game because of the state the game is right now in terms of the amount of loot, the amount of weapons, the amount of armor? What makes it work, in your opinion, and what doesn't make it work?
Okay, this isn't Diablo. Every weapon, like exotic, has something special about it that you can get, that excites you. If you introduce trading, it's just like you get a Gjallarhorn. There's only one type of Gjallarhorn you're going to get. There's not different perks on it or anything.
Yep.
That is a different conversation. Like, I think that'd be really cool if there were different perks on exotics or something like that. But that's not what you're trading. You're trading the weapon. That person has it. there's no reason to continue playing.
But
I think,
does- oh, no,
I think
go ahead, please.
It just goes back to what we were talking about, right? Like the reason why we keep coming back is to hunt that exotic weapon or that piece of gear, and it's just like, I don't. There's so many people that just play this game, and it's just like all you'd have to do. Like if I wanted the Red Death, like I would have gotten that instantly. You know what I mean? Like I got 6 Gallahorn drops, and sure, it seems like a waste, but at the same time, it's just like I'm also hunting for stuff.
Yeah.
I had 6 Gallahorns.
Yeah, I had 6 Gallahorns.
What?
I've dismantled every single one of them on stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I saw you do that once. I tried. That was when I didn't have it. Yeah.
But like if I had those, I could just trade them away and get pretty much anything I want. And then
People
I'm-
would buy
and
them.
then
They
instantly
would
I'm
make-
done with the game.
Yeah.
You know, like
So I think
I wouldn't like it at all.
I feel like if you were to implement something like that, you'd have to have like solid content to keep people coming back. And honestly, the only thing keeping people like on a daily basis revisiting this game is the exotics, is the gear.
Exotics and your friends. Your friend needs help. Sure, I'll hop on and do it.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason they do it is because, I'll hop on and do it. Maybe I'll get that Hawk Moon. Or maybe next week you can help me get it.
So I think it wouldn't break the game if there was more to the game. I think as Destiny evolves, this is an
There needs to be
inevitability.
a lot more to the
Yeah,
game
I think this is an
before we can even consider
inevitability
it.
by like Destiny 2.
Oh,
Like,
you
this
think
is
they'll
something
add it in
that-
Destiny 2?
I think this
I
is
think
something
you're
that
totally
will,
wrong.
I think this is something that will
I
eventually
don't think
make
that'll
it here.
happen.
I don't think it'll happen.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Like,
only
they need
think
to have
so.
like Diablo scale content.
It would have to be like
And
well,
there
Well,
just
well,
needs to be a
well, and
plan
that's
to
why.
change it.
Well, hang on. Well,
we're
that's what
ganging
I'm-
up and I was like, no.
No, yeah, then that's
Yeah,
fine. I
sorry.
could defend myself. No, but what I'm saying is that if there was more to that loop and there were that many choices and there were like right now I feel like in this game this is absolutely the best weapon you can get, and there are so limited numbers that this is that weapon, right?
Yeah.
In each class, in just primary, in special, and in heavy. And to me, that is what's kind of holding back an idea like this, where like there just isn't enough weapons or armor or setups to share.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean-
the minute there's more of them, like I play a lot of Monster Hunter. That's my
Yeah.
thing. You can't share armor and weapons in Monster Hunter because you're crafting them. Your job is to find the materials to make the weapon to do what you're going to do with it.
Cool system.
And that's the way that system mostly works, where you are compiling the resources you need to make something cool that's going to slay some stuff. In Destiny, it doesn't really work that way, and thereby you can't trade weapons. But what you can trade in some cases are like potions and things like that.
Yeah.
But my point is, if there were more there to work with, I think this could absolutely help people. I mean, I think that it still fits within the spirit of helping people do things. I just don't know how they would regulate it. Like, obviously, they need 10 times. They need a lot more loot. I don't want to put a number on it because that's not fair.
They would need an enormous amount of loot, and then like
And
variables
honestly,
within those exotics.
Yeah.
I don't like a huge amount of loot. I like that the amount of weapons is obtainable.
Yeah.
It's not like Borderlands where there's so many you don't really care about the variants.
I agree
Yeah,
with
it's
you.
all
I
about
think
balance.
it's one of
Yeah.
the reasons I definitely have not been sucked into Diablo. It's also another reason I haven't been sucked into Borderlands. I feel like when a game presents me with too many choices, I just become overwhelmed, and I'm just like, well, what's the difference between that gun and this one? Like, I don't get it. And yeah, so I hear you on the same at the same time.
Don't give us a little amount of choices. Don't give us too many choices.
I know,
right?
what's wrong with us?
God,
we're-
what is wrong with
There
us?
was one
Space
other
dementia.
thing.
We've
There
been
was
playing
one
Destiny
other thing
too
Wilson
long.
added, and it's just a little small thing. Alfredo, do you feel any differently if you could only do it at the end of a nightfall during the reward screen?
Give it up. Give it away.
If you could trade during
Only at that reward screen.
only at the reward screen
What
with
if
those players,
Yeah.
I want to take it a step further, but I'm going to let him answer that.
I think
Okay.
that's more acceptable, but I feel like still you need a lot more in terms of depth in the weapons.
Seeing your friend get that makes me want to run it again. Oh, my friend got the Gallahorn. Maybe if I run it one more time, I'll get it.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
at the
that-
same
I have
time,
the
it's
opposite
like-
reaction. I'm sending like angry messages. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't like you. Go ahead,
Everybody
I'm
gets-
sorry.
But I mean, I feel like right now the way that the game is, it's what keeps us coming back is the fact that we don't have those things.
Yep.
If we implement another system to get those things quicker, like if I have every exotic, what's the point of doing my weeklies? What's the
That's the
point
thing.
of like doing my raids? Like, it's like I'm gonna do it for my friends and stuff, but I don't know, like how long is that gonna last? How long are you actually gonna like
So
beat your head against the wall that is your Crota hard mode,
once I get Hawkmoon, Suros, and Crux, do I level those weapons up? Why? Why do I care?
I don't even
You know,
know
like
level up exotics
that
anymore.
would be the next step for me. Get all level 2 exotics and then level them all up. But do I want to do that? I don't know. Jose, we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, we do. Sorry about that. But I will say it is interesting, especially that modifier at the end where it's like, hey, would you do it at the end of a Nightfall?
Yeah.
Because that is a very it's almost like you can insert that kind of question at the end of a raid. You can insert it at
I still say no.
yeah, I think
That
I'm
would
going to
cause
lean towards
too
no
many
too.
problems.
I mean, part of me wishes, I don't know, and this is probably a very silly thing, but part of me wishes you could just send it off to someone randomly in Destiny to just go, hey, goodbye, and then someone just goes up to the postmaster like, you have a message, and there it is. Like, if something it's so random, but it's also like, I don't know, it feels like there's a greater good there versus just selfishly like, well, I'll pick Bobby this time.
I'll
you
trade
know?
you Galahorn for a Plan C.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, but that maybe that's too altruistic. Maybe that's just not, realistic either.
I think
but
it'd be entertaining. Just just send off your exotic weapons.
Yeah.
Someone random will get it.
Yeah.
someone sends you a message back. I got like 6 of these. Where's this coming from? Anyway, that was a really bad idea. All right. Well, thank you for listening to Fire Team Chat, IGN's Destiny show. We are a weekly fixture here on IGN, and Dustin and Alfredo also do a lot of great work on Destiny. You guys, hey, where's the Zer video this week? By the way,
We were waiting for you to get back to record
okay.
this so we could record that.
God, sir.
got it. Okay.
Yeah, I apologize, guys, if it seems like I'm too much sometimes. I just really get passionate about my arguments. Like,
Yep.
And your heavy ammo synth.
Yeah, that too. All right. No, that's fair. But again, you can email us feedback. Just send over an email to destiny@ign.com and leave us some feedback. Send in feedback in an email as well, or head on over to iTunes. Rate the show. Let us know what
review
you
the
think.
show on iTunes.
Yeah,
we're up there
that
now.
helps.
Yeah, that helps. You can definitely find the feed. Just search for Fire Team Chat iTunes and Google. It's really not hard.
Yeah.
All right. And lastly, you can find us on Twitter. You can find Alfredo Diaz at...
my Twitter handle is the Alfredo Plays.
And he also plays games on Twitch at...
Twitch.tv/Alfredo Plays.
Okay. Isn't it the Alfredo Plays? Did you cut the off?
No, I don't want the, but I got stuck with the on
I
Twitter.
know. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And what about you, Dustin? Where can they find you on Twitter and on Twitch?
At Destin Legary and on Twitch, twitch.tv/Destin Legary. I play infrequently on
Lately.
Twitch. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fair. You're a busy dude. All right. And lastly, you can find myself on Twitter only at Jose_Otero. And thank you for listening. We'll be back next week with more Fire Team Chat.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.